Well, welcome everybody back to the Figure Kit Garage, fellow resin heads and kit builders. Brent Krug back, finally, with another out-of-the-box review. I want to apologize for it having been so long since I've done anything. Uh, Dealing with work, notably Amazon Prime Day, having gotten over a flare-up of bronchitis that kind of kicked my butt last week. But Figure Kit Garage is back and better than ever, and we're ready to do this review. The kit that you see on the table is a kit that I requested from Jason Walker over at Model Club TV. And this is a character that I have been a fan of since I was really young. And it is of the DC Comics character Green Lantern, most notably the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. For those of you who are not comics fans or don't know anything about Green Lantern, the Hal Jordan Green Lantern is probably one of the two most popular, next to the other one being John Stewart. But Hal Jordan was a very cocky, very overconfident test pilot who was summoned to an alien spacecraft that had crash landed on Earth, piloted by a Green Lantern named Abin Sur, who, as he was dying, left Hal Jordan his ring and the power battery that he was in possession of at the time, and gave it to him to use because Hal Jordan had the ability to overcome great fear, which one of the tenets of the Green Lantern Corps was to be fearless. Hal Jordan took the ring, and through years and years of being a part of the Green Lantern Corps, patrolling Sector 2184, where the planet Earth resides, Hal Jordan would go on to become one of the greatest Green Lanterns of all time. The STL was created by CA3D, which was available on his Patreon that Jason subscribes to. And I asked Jason to print this thing out in 1/4 scale, which he did, and I will admit, this 1/4 scale piece is massive. It measures 8 inches wide, 7 inches deep, and towers 21 inches in overall height. And it comes in 12 separate pieces. This was printed on Jason's Elegoo Jupiter in 8K resolution using Sunlu dark gray resin. When I first saw the initial photos of what this kit looked like, this is one I knew I wanted to have for my collection, to say the least. Like I said, Green Lantern is one of my all-time favorite characters, and the only past kits that I remember were the Coma Designs Green Lantern and the, forgive me if I'm wrong, I believe it was the Mobius Models Green Lantern, which was the plastic kit. But neither one of those really hit me the right way to want them bad enough. I do have a copy of the Green Lantern plastic kit, but it's never been built. It's actually still in the box. And this was a kit that I knew I wanted. I love the way it's posed. I love the look of it. And it has 2 left-hand switch outs, which we'll get to in a minute. For the piece count, being as big as this thing is, and the other 2 pieces out of the 12 are a part of the base that printed up really beautifully. And initially, I was going to have the base printed out in translucent green resin, but sadly, trying to hollow out that translucent green did not work out correctly, so we settled for the dark gray resin base instead. And I have enough colors of green paint in my paint arsenal that I could damn near make this thing look like it's glowing. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the parts and pieces of this kit. We'll start with the boots. Gorgeous detail in the print. You can see the wrinkles in the leather, all the texturing, and the seaming down the front. and the wrinkles that go all the way up to the tops of the boots. This thing to focus, there we go. And the sole's at the bottom, and he is displayed as if he is hovering above the base, which is really, really beautiful. I did a quick test fit using tape to keep the pieces together, and when I looked at it, I was really impressed by how good it looks. But beautiful print quality overall, especially in 8K. The Sunlu resin really, really holds the detail nicely. We'll move up to the legs. As you can see, the texture in this outfit is absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of green energy wrapped around his right leg, excuse me. All the seam details. You know, just beautiful detail. I've never seen a Green Lantern kit detailed like this. You know, really, really amazing. You know, the wonders of 3D sculpting and how well it can capture textures and clothing, just, they're mind-boggling. How well they capture that. Really impressive. Then the left hand, and yeah, there's going to be some print support bumps that I'll have to clean up. You know, no big deal. I have to be really gentle about that, not to lose any of that detail. But look at the stitching in that glove. Just gorgeous all the way around. And the drain holes in the palm of the hand and some of the fingers. And the leather work. I like how he actually has a slight damage to the glove. Like Hal's been in a fight. That stitching just kills it for me. Just beautiful work. And then we have Hal Jordan's power battery, which he uses to recharge his power ring once every 24 hours. Excellent detail capture, you know, just sharp as a tack on that detail. And this did come in with a separate piece. This is the bottom. That will attach like so. But just amazing print quality and attention to detail in the gloves. This is just gorgeous. This arrived on Wednesday. Oh, excuse me. You can hear I'm still getting over being ill, and I wasn't able to get this done yesterday. So, but this is the other left hand. I'll wind up having to magnetize these so they can be switched out. But still, same attention to detail on that left glove with the stitching and the damage as on the other glove. Right there again. But this glove, much like the right one, surrounded by the emerald light of willpower as it snakes up around his forearms. And Hal Jordan's power ring, where the energy is emanating from. And I will have to mask off that glove when I get it painted white to paint the green. Challenges are a part of this hobby, and it will be well worth the challenge to paint this thing up perfectly. I'm really looking forward to it. If I had the room, I'd do it now. Go figure. And then we come to the main torso. Again, the level of texture in this outfit is just absolutely stunning. Print supports on the biceps. Again, no big deal. And the Green Lantern logo slightly raised off the chest. And then around the neck, there is more of a leathery texture to the outfit. Some rips, a few wrinkles, but that stitching. Just a gorgeous piece all the way around. The muscle detail, stands out perfectly, and it's not too overdone. Just perfect for a Green Lantern. Can only imagine a character like Kilowog in this scale. God, he'd be gigantic. And then we have the portrait of Hal wearing his trademark domino style mask. It has stitching of its own. And the Jupiter 8K really, really replicated the STL's detail so well. Fine hair detail. Jason, I can't thank you enough for this. This is absolutely astounding how beautiful this looks. Skin pores. Just a grand slam for a kit like this. And this base, I'm assuming this is some type of meteor or asteroid that he's hovering above, or even on a planet, who knows. But whoops, do not want to break anything. The level of texture and detail in the rocks, that's going to be a blast. And then with the green energy penetrating the surface, it's also taking pieces of the rock with it, which gives it a nice flow and sense of movement. And this piece will plug in just like that. And I will definitely have to reinforce all these pieces, since this is the piece that he is essentially hovering on, because his right foot will plug into that. Beautiful fit. I am going to try and test fit this for you guys, so bear with me. And then the other piece of the base, more emerald energy, carrying rocks with it, giving that sense of motion, swirling around him. Just excellent all the way around. I'm going to leave Jason's contact information if you're interested in this kit. To have him print you one, he can print them in smaller scales. Pricing is determined by him, so you'll have to hash that out with him as far as the business end of it goes. But again, CA3D knocked the design of this character way, way out of the park. I'm very happy with it. Big thanks to Jason Walker for being able to do this for me. I can't thank you enough. And I'm going to stop this real quick, and we'll come right back, and I'll show you what he looks like assembled. Be right back. All right, folks, we're back, and holding with one hand as I pan up, this is what the Green Lantern kit will look like fully completed. Just an amazing piece overall. Absolutely love the hell out of this. It's got great movement to it. Definitely Hal Jordan looking to pick a fight. If I switch out the other hand, it'll definitely look like he is getting ready to go to work. But again, thank you to Jason Walker for printing this up for me and allowing me to add this to my collection, because I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. 21 inches of the greatest Green Lantern of all time. Also, a big thank you to CA3D for creating this Patreon, or this STL we bought on his Patreon, which is where Jason got it. He has 2 tiers of membership. He has the $15 tier, and he also has the VIP $20 tier that you can join and get access to all the STLs he's done so far. Straighten the camera back out. I had to let it free float for a minute. But that is this review of the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. I'm going to, sorry about that, guys. I'm going to put a few pieces of him away because I'm going to do a product review and demonstration of something I picked up from Green Stuff World. They have released a UV cured putty for model kits. Everybody knows that doing resin and vinyl and even plastic, you had Milliput, Epoxy Sculpt, and Magic Sculpt to fill in seams. Well, now Green Stuff World has come up with a UV cured translucent putty to kind of sidestep that. Excuse me. And I'm going to be breaking that out here in a minute, and we're going to go through it. I'm actually going to fill in one of the drain holes on this kit. And in case anybody is even wondering or may have a question of how big of a Green Lantern fan I am, let that question be answered. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. Stick around. UV cured putty from Green Stuff World coming up next. All right, we're back, and as you can see on the table, product I was talking about, Green Stuff World's Ultraviolet Putty. This is one of their newest products that was released about a little over a week and a half ago. Actually, way earlier than that, almost right at the beginning of this month. I ordered this on the 7th from Green Stuff World's website, and it arrived on the 25th, so roughly about 18 days to get. They are in Spain, so please keep that in mind. So far, greenstuffworld.com is the only place where I've seen this available. I'm assuming that possibly Mega Hobby, even Michigan Toy Soldier, will probably wind up getting it in stock at some point. It was $12.60 US, and this really caught my attention. Nobody has ever come up with something like this. The closest you could get is using regular liquid resin to fill in gaps or small holes and curing it with UV light. But this is the first company that's tried to do ultraviolet putty in general. It can be applied with a paintbrush or a palette knife for a more controlled application, and it cures according to both the directions online and on the can. It says 15 seconds from a 1 centimeter distance. After it's cured, it can be completely sanded. It can be smoothed with alcohol. It can be sanded, polished, and drilled as needed. It does come in a solid aluminum can to prevent it from getting hit from regular daylight, UV light. And basically all you need is this wonderful little UV light. I got this from a jeweler's resin set that I picked up off Amazon several years ago. This thing will fit, do the job. So we're going to use Hal's noggin, and we're going to fill in, we might try and fill in all 3 of those holes at the right at the bottom of the neck there. But if this turns out to be, really, really good, I would highly recommend it. I'll leave the Green Stuff World website contact info down below. As well, I'll leave Jason's contact info and one other thing that Jason had put into the in with the kit, and I just wanted to go ahead and say a very big thank you to him as well for this. He included this little mini bust of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Batman. Little excellent bonus for picking up the kit. Really, really nice. It is solid. It's not hollow, and it does have a little base that he attaches to, but really, really cool. So thank you for that bonus, Jason. I do appreciate that. So let's get on with this test. And instead of using a spatula, I'm going to use this silicone-tipped sculpting tool to apply it. It is definitely translucent, and it has almost no odor whatsoever. Whatever chemical compound it's made from scoops out very easily. Sorry about the camera bump. Excuse me for the coughing. Very gently applying that. Goes on very easily. It's not semi-solid. It is definitely very easy to manage coming off of this sculpting tool. According to the product ad on the Green Stuff World website, it offers little to no shrinkage. Clean that off. Try and get some of this excess off of here. So all I have to worry about is what's actually on the surface. Now, this stuff does not have the consistency like epoxy sculpt or magic sculpt to where you're actually going to be able to carve anything into it. It's not meant for that purpose. This is just meant for a quick UV curing solution to gap fill. So you're not, I would assume that gap filling in between, say, arms and shoulders, and then using less epoxy sculpt or magic sculpt in between to kind of buffer that. I would assume this would be a fantastic product for that. So pretty much flat and level. Let's go ahead and cure this. If this works out the way that I'm thinking it's going to, I'll do this on all the drain holes to give more of a surface area when I do the glue. Oh, please don't tell me my batteries are dying. Hold on 1 second here. There we go. All right. Now, did it work? Absolutely it did. So once again, Green Stuff World has delivered a product. Let me hit that a little bit longer. It looks like it's still a little bit greasy. But Green Stuff World has delivered a product that I swear they are coming up with some of the best stuff in the world. From liquid frost to their spider web airbrush liquid to all the paints that they offer, all their effects paints, their pigments. These guys are really, really making the maximum effort to be one of the best hobby supply retailers in the world. And that is 100% solid, folks. Absolutely 100% solid, cured. Translucent resin. Sorry, there were pops going off in the background. I wasn't sure if it was gunshots or fireworks. It's fireworks, so please excuse the pause. But this is an absolutely unbelievable product. Like I said, it is not meant for sculpting detail. It is meant for gap filling only, but it works wonders. I'm going to pull up this little sanding sponge here and we'll see how well the stuff sands. And you will be able to paint over it. But there you have it. Just that one little spot filled in with UV cured resin, or UV cured putty, excuse me. And then sanded down. Now, I'm not saying that you need to fill in every drain hole on a 3D print. This is just a demonstration on one area that it could definitely be used for. But this stuff is remarkable. Fully UV cured in 15 seconds. Easy to apply and manipulate. And then just sand that stuff down and you are good to go. Really, really mind-blowing that they actually came up with this. All I can say is it's about time. Sand even more of that down. Quick wipe off. And again, completely sanded. You might be able to see a little bit of an indent, but not much. But that's a hell of a lot better than trying to fill that in with liquid resin and try to cure it. This resin putty, yeah, I'm glad I got this. Last wipe off. And there you go. 3 filled in drain holes on a 3D print, cured with ultraviolet putty from Green Stuff World. Link for Green Stuff World will be in the comment section down below. Head on over to their website and check them out. It is well worth it. I want to say thank you to everybody out there who has subscribed recently. The Figure Kit Garage is at 784 subscribers and climbing, onward to 1,000. I want to say thank you as well for making the Monsterpalooza 2023 convention video the most watched video in the history of the Figure Kit Garage. With over 13,400 views, it is the most watched video that I've ever had. And I cannot say thank you enough to everybody out there who has watched that. As well, I want to say a big congratulations to Jason Walker and Scott Johansson at Model Club TV for crossing the 1,000 subscriber mark. Keep it up, guys. You got my full support here at the Figure Kit Garage, both me and Virginia. And folks, go over there, check out their channel, like, share, and subscribe. They're doing giveaways, they're doing kit reviews, they're doing interviews, everything under the sun. And remember, it's not just a garage kit, it's a garage kit and 3D printing podcast. Model Club TV. Go check them out. You won't be sorry. A lot of good stuff on that. For this review of the 1/4 scale Hal Jordan Green Lantern STL created by CA3D, printed for me by Jason Walker of Model Club TV, as well as the review of the Green Stuff World Ultraviolet Cured Putty. This has been the Figure Kit Garage. Everybody stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. Build a kit.